put it all together and you get one big note from me. If you couldn't already tell, it's a 1 star for me. So in the making of this vlog, I realized that I actually hadn't done as many vlog updates, so I'm going to try and do a voiceover. This day, I decided to visit historic Cambell, which was less than a mile away from my grandma's house. I decided to walk there because the weather was gorgeous. In historic Cambell, there was this bookstore called Recycle Books, which was a used bookstore, but they did also have some new books. This place was huge. There was so many different aisles with so many books and bookstore racks. Their Y section was large, their adult section was large, and these were a few of the books I picked up. I didn't actually do a book haul, but I did make a TikTok book haul, so that's what this is. From Recycle Books, I picked up quite a few books. I have a pretty extensive stack here. The first series I picked up was the Binti Series by Nnedi Okorafor. Sam from Thoughts on Tomes had actually talked about this series. She read them on audiobook and really enjoyed them, and I have been trying to read more diversely, and so because of that, I really wanted to pick up this author. I think this series also got a Nebula Award, and so I just really want to pick it up. Next up, I got the Stone Sky and the Obelisk Gate by N.K. Jemisin. I already have the 5th season, and since these books were so cheap, I wanted to pick up the next 2 in the series because I know I'm going to love it. Lastly, I got the Three Body Problem and the Dark Forest by Shijin Liu, I think is how you say the name. I got these books because a close friend of mine had recommended them to me, and I couldn't disappoint. I need to read them. So I would have recorded some of the drive over here, but my phone was being used as a GPS, so I wasn't able to do that. But we are here at the Japanese Friendship Garden, and we're walking over to check out the sights and do some exploring. That's what we're doing today. Okay, let's go. So thankfully I did a small update before I came to the Japanese Friendship Garden, but while I was here, I really enjoyed seeing the sights. Here, walking through the gate, we get a nice little map, which includes all of this area of water, which is supposed to contain koi, but in the next couple of clips, you'll see that the koi actually weren't there. It was very dry. Now, the koi are fine. This place is just getting some much-needed rehabilitation, and so the koi were being basically taken care of in another location. Next place we went to was Pedro Market. It was just down the street, really, from the Japanese Friendship Garden, and this place was supposed to have really cute stores and really good food. So here you can see that we were walking up to a sushi place. I didn't think that this was a chain, but I actually saw more of these sushi confidentials elsewhere, but the food was super good. The next day, or I think 2 days later, we actually ended up driving into the mountains because we don't have mountains in Virginia really, or at least in Eastern Virginia along the coast. And my grandma had some nice friends that were willing to drive us over into Half Moon Bay. We went to go visit a chapel, and then right across from it you see these beautiful waves, this basically cliffside beach. And the water was stunning, the weather was stunning, it was absolutely beautiful. And so because of that, we actually stayed there and talked for a bit, and while we were talking, I took this gorgeous time lapse of all the surfers here. I hope you enjoy this short little time lapse of the surfers out in Half Moon Bay. As we're coming to the end of the video, I absolutely should update you on what I've been reading. I didn't do any reading updates, and honestly I think it was because I really wasn't enjoying the book I was reading. I was finishing up Bunny by Mona Awad. At least I did a small little review on TikTok, so I wanted to include that one here so you can kind of hear my thoughts on how it was. I apologize in advance that it might be a little bit harsh. So I finally finished Bunny by Mona Awad last night, and I want to be the type of person that likes weird books, but it might just not be for me. Literally, there were so many times that I just found myself annotating, what the fuck? What the literal fuck? What the actual fuck? Again, the fuck? By about chapter 1, I'm pretty sure I knew that I wasn't going to like at least the writing style, because there was just so much hyperbole, redundancy, repetitiveness, you get it? But I decided to keep going, give it the benefit of the doubt, and ended up just finishing it in a hate rage. The main character has no brain cells and no personality other than hating on women. She is more dumb than Bella from Twilight and has even less sense of self preservation, taking random drugs and unknown drinks from strangers or people she barely knows. Like, make it make sense. I think this is just some of the most pretentious, stereotypical millennial bullshit I've ever read, and it's so far up its own ass that it couldn't even put substance into this story. Like, what even was the plot? What was the point? So let's add it up. You've got a main character with the personality of a doorknob and the brains to match, a plot that has no point, a writing style that is so try-hard that even the shock value can't really keep you engaged, and terrible tropes like women hating on women and losing your entire mind at the sight of a man. Put it all together and you get one big note from me. If you couldn't already tell, it's a 1-star for me. And that was really my entire California trip. The days in between where I was just relaxing at home with my grandma, I was reading. I started picking up the Binti series because I couldn't resist. I actually finished Binti, the first book, or the first novella, while I was at her house, and started reading Binti home on my last day there. But I actually wanted to pick up some manga because I wanted something that was a little bit easier on my eyes while I was on the plane in case I got tired. I know manga is really easy to jump in and out of, so I actually downloaded Sweat and Soap, which was recommended on TikTok from another creator, and that was kind of what I read my entire way home, and I actually ended up finishing all 11 volumes of it. So I hope you enjoyed the part 2 to my California reading vlog. I am going to sign out and let you enjoy this beautiful montage of me heading back home. As always, thank you for watching. I appreciate any and all support always, and I hope you will like and subscribe for more video content from me.